if it's really good anyway, and the fact it's really useful for multi-streaming now we're live on YT. So yeah, I want to give it a go.
Yeah.
They also offer Kick support as well, which considering Kick's now officially part of the quote-unquote Big Four in the streaming world as of last night because of its numbers. That's actually a good thing. Quite impressed with Kick. It's got a lot of abuse over the years, but it's held in there. Now, as I said, officially part of the Big Four in terms of streaming. Swinny, refresh the stream and share the alert, mate. There you are. Swin doggy dog. With the 35-month subby sub. Get yourself wiggling in the chat, guys, if you are a sub. Swinny, thank you for the primer. I appreciate that. You are 1 month off 3 years, mate. 3 years of subbing to me. Also, if you're here to talk about Alanga, bro, I am not in the mood. Don't you bring him up. Nah, I'm joking, I'm joking. You've got a cracking little player there, though. Well, it's not official yet, but he's had his medical and met the players yesterday, so it's just waiting for the official statements to get sent out. No, it's the Alanga thing. It's not really a case of upset. It's more deja vu. Like in the 90s, we were a bit of a yo-yo club in the Premier League. We got promoted and relegated 3 times. And the issue was because we would get good players and then sell them. And when we finished 3rd in the Premier League in the 90s, we did the same thing and got relegated the season straight after. So I'm just not... it doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest, because it's like we're now selling Gibbs White as well, because apparently he's got this 60 million release clause, which no one knew about until yesterday. So I don't understand why you would sell Alanga for 55 million, knowing the fact that somebody this summer could activate that release clause. Like, granted, had we sorted out Gibbs White's contract and he had signed it, and then that 60 million release clause had gone or got bigger, and then we had sold Alanga, then, well, you know what, fair enough. But selling Alanga and Gibbs White in the space of 1 week is just baffling. Truly baffling. So, hello? What are you saying hello for? I think that's an issue on your end. But no, you've got a cracking player there, Swinny, for sure. In my opinion, you've got a steal in the price as well. Because what that guy can do with a football is unreal. I mean, the fact he ran the entire length of our pitch with a football, took on a bunch of United players, and then stuck it in the net. All within 9 seconds. I think it was just on 8.7 or something stupid. That's insane. But yeah, no, cracking little player, mate. Put it this way, I don't see how we can replace him with an adequate replacement, to be honest. So yeah, not really upset. I'd say the mood is more pissed off with the club at the moment. That is the mood. Because this summer we needed to keep our best players and then add to it. And we were going into Europe here. Europe's already demanding. Even if we replace Alanga and Gibbs White in some magical world, we're still then in the same place we started the summer with. Which isn't great because we've got all these extra games in Europe. We needed to keep everybody or as many players as we could and then add to it. So, yeah. Is Caleb speaking? He was just that moment ago. Say hello, Caleb.
Hello, mate.
Say hello now.
Hello.
There you go. You'll be able to hear him now, chat.
Lovely.
But yeah, how are you, Swinny? How are you, mate?
Enjoy, Riley.
I'm waiting for us to announce Hendo. Well, that's where our replacement for Alanga is. We're going after Weiser from Brentford. But the issue is we're going in with a £25 million bid, apparently. We ain't getting wheat for 25 million. I'm not. It honestly feels like we've hired a bunch of 10-year-olds and trying our best. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on at the club. In the past week, we've just lost the plot. And I really hope we know what we're doing. In terms of, I really hope it's all going to work out and we know what we're doing. But I'm struggling to... I'm normally the least dramatic Forest fan going. I normally think our fan base is so dramatic. But... Shove that where the sun don't shine. Well, your valuation's 50 million. I don't think he's worth 50 million because that said he's as good as Alanga, which he definitely isn't. Well, if 25, I mean, what are you trying to get? I know he's got a year left on his contract, in all fairness, which means that's another reason why 50 million's stupid, because you've got a year left on his contract, mate. If you don't sell him, then he can go for free in 6 months' time. Someone can snap him up. So I think 30 or 35 would have been a better offer. Nah, 40 or 45 mil if he had 2 years on his contract. But with you only having a year on his contract, he's not worth 40 or 45. Because, as I say, if you don't sell him, someone can leave. He can leave for free in 6 months. Like, he technically leave for free in 12 months, but the contract will be signed in 6 months' time for the next summer. So I think that's what we're banking on, in the fact that you don't sell him, you're gonna lose him for free. So in terms of, you either need to sign a contract or bank in on the cash. So I understand from that perspective why we've offered 25. And maybe that's the tactic. Offer 25, they come back with 30, 35, and we accept at that. And that's actually what we wanted to pay anyway. Whereas if we went in with 30 or 35, then you would have been like, oh, we could maybe get 40 or 45. So we would have paid more. But I think that's why we went down that avenue. I think these scam companies are just getting stupid. What, are you on about callers? Scam callers are quite funny. I always troll scam callers. It was always funny when there was like an insurance scam and it was like, I don't even own a car. Or like when they were like, at the time, obviously now I do. Or like when it was, or now if it's house insurance. I'm like, well, I don't even own a house, mate. So you've done well there. They're probably the funniest ones are the car crash ones. I don't really know how anybody falls for that scam. Because surely you would... Obviously, if you've just had a car crash, it makes sense for you to fall for it. But 9 times out of 10 people won't. Got a message saying you've been issued a parking fine. Oh, yeah, the man who doesn't drive has been fined. Dude, if you get a parking fine, you don't get a message. You get a letter. That's terrible. Because anybody who actually can drive would know that you get issued a letter with a fine. So it would. So even people who drive wouldn't fall for that. I only know you get a letter because I've been fined so many times for parking.
Disabled spots.
However, I've still yet to actually I've still yet to pay a fine. Still yet to pay a fine. Group message 10 people. Oh, yeah. Casually just send it to 10. We'll add all these 10 parking fines in one group. Yeah, sure.
You're telling me every single person in this group has had the exact same parking fine in the exact same place. Oh,
it's brilliant.
Really?
I remember one time I answered while having a piss, and I was like, I'm just having a piss here, mate. If you could just, you know, mind your own business, that'd be grand.
Can you give me 5 minutes? I'm having a poo at the moment.
Ooh. Oh, they've kind of ruined it though. Bayer Leverkusen's new away kit here. If they put the neck on the front red instead of white, that would be gorgeous. Spider, you are here. Nice one, mate. Well done. Yeah. Well done, mate. Thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that. Did you travel far to get here? Are you making such a big deal about getting here? You must have travelled far. How are you doing, Spider? How are you doing? I only mess with you, mate. Thank you for the follow. Laws, welcome in. How are you? Welcome to the stream. 12 o'clock really is the time on Twitch. Really is. How are you doing, Laws? Well, is it Laws? Yeah, it must be Laws. But yeah, no, that Bayer Leverkusen away kit, I just put the link in the chat. That looks naughty. The only thing I don't like is the white neck. If it was a red neck, then that would look brilliant with the red blending into it. Still a super nice kit. Always have a bit of an interest in European kits because I will never buy another kit that's in the UK unless it's a Forest kit, but European kits I'll happily buy. That's why when Oblock sent that into Milan one, I was like, wow, it's gorgeous. And ordered it straight away. Well, I ordered a different variant, but same thing. Your cat says hi, chat. W cat, bro. Cat's watching my stream, automatically an elite cat. You can have my cat if you want. Spends most of his time outside, though, so you won't get to see him a lot. Could have a win here. I'm keeping up with these two. But I think it's more the fact they must have been hit a couple of times. Oh, lightning bolt. Mate, honestly, Nick, you're telling me, mate. I was thinking this stream could be a bit of a chore because of how high it is. I can't believe it's already nearly 1 o'clock, mate. It really feels like I've even got out of first gear. We've only got like barely any time left. Been live for 4 hours now. We've already done a third of the stream. Always helps in Mario Kart though, and I'm loving Mario Kart right now. This feels like when it just came out, release date weekend. I'm 4 hours in here and I'm fucking not even bored. It's why it's always good if you're getting bored of a game to take a week or so off. Some people tell me they're getting bored of Minecraft. I'll just take a week off then. Take 2 weeks off, come back. It feels better. Games feel amazing when you take a break from them. Looks like a white t-shirt I accidentally put in with some colours. Do you not like the fade or the blend with it? So there's Swin Doggy Dogs here repping Newcastle on my stream. You know, that's some shit housery right there. He's got NUFC here as he's taking a langer from me. That is some shit housery from Swinny. What do you make in this stream? I cannot say my earnings against TOS. However, I've earned a fair amount this stream. But I cannot... You work it out yourself, mate. You work it out yourself, roughly. 25,000 bits and a sub. And the stuff that I get from TikTok. Daniel! How are you doing, my other little haggis? Leak the earnings. I'm not leaking my monthly income. Even if I gave you 1 month of streaming income, then you wouldn't know how much I earn the next month. Streaming income is so, like, it fluctuates so much. That's why I don't rely on it. Why I have an additional income, because I don't like relying on streaming income, because it's so... 1 month you can have an amazing month and you're like, wow, and then another month it can be a bit quieter. So it's a very bad thing to live on. Once you're in like the top 1% of streamers, it doesn't really matter, but like outside of that, it's very bad to rely on it. Especially if you like owned a house and had a family or whatever, terrible to rely on streaming income. You gotta be a top 1% type job. State for dinner today. Let's go. W Geordie. L support. For real, mate. Putting NUFC on my screen like that. Then I'll read that message after this race. Give me a couple laps.
Laps.
Well, yeah. I can't read it after the lap 1, can I, mate? Oh yeah, I'll do 1 lap and just press the brakes. It's all good.
Ah, alright.
Some decent little players in there today, this afternoon. Someone running around as a nabbit.
I've been called decent in Mario Kart.
This Daisy player, though. You know, on stream, I'm always saying Daisy players are always good players. this Daisy one here is again proving my point. I've not seen a bad player who rocks Daisy. Okay, well, Kiki says she loves Daisy, so I've met one bad player who rocks Daisy then. Why is this guy like, how much are you making today? How much are you making today?
How much money?
Mate, you won't go to your local, like, Asda, would you? And then to ask the manager how much he's made today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so why is it... People get so brave behind the screen, mate. Honestly, in real life, you would not go in your local Asda and be like, how much do you make? So why is it normal on stream to come in and be like, how much do you make today, mate? Fucking baffles me, mate. Honestly baffles me.
If I'm buying this chocolate bar, how much money do you make?
I mean, I'm not one of these who's like, if thinks it's too bad. So it depends on the context of the conversation. But I don't understand why like the world's so different in the streaming world. Like people who stream are still real people. So if you wouldn't do it in real life, don't do it on stream. Right. I am good. I am going very good. I'm doing very good. I think it's meant to say. Quite hot though. 29 degrees for me currently. Is only getting hot. Yeah, we got 31 today, Daniel. So snap, mate. Snap on that one. But I'm glad. Are you enjoying France then, mate? Aubrey, welcome to the YouTube stream. How are you, Aubrey? You have an amazing profile picture, by the way. W profile picture. Enough for at least one Freddo. I ain't buying a Freddo, mate. I need a mortgage for that. You see the price of Freddos? I used to love a Freddo, not anymore. Like, price for a Freddo, mate. Fucking crazy. No chance. Let's rock someone different. Bowser Jr., why not? Literally never rock this little guy. Today is my last day. I get back at home at 2 AM on Sunday. Wow. Oh yeah, because you're driving. Oh, you're not driving, but you know what I mean. Like, you're driving down there. Lots of players in today. It's lovely to see. Again, if anyone's new here, feel free to hit that follow button, and you're more than welcome to join our Discord as well. We run Mario Kart quite regularly. I took a week off, but outside of that, we've been running it very regularly since the Switch 2 came out. Yeah, but I'll be sleeping most of the way. You sound just like Caleb. If I ever drove to Europe or whatever, I guarantee Caleb will be asleep 90% of the journey. Forrester confirming that they've shipped my parcel. Chat, what do you think, by the way? £81 for a Forest shirt. The actual shirt is £75, but to add the Premier League badge, it was £81. If I wanted the player on the back, which would have happened, it would have been £97. They have the audacity, by the way, to tell me I get free postage for £81 spent.
I hope it goes with a card and a certificate, mate.
I knew I was going to get it, though, because our kits had been leaked months ago, like, I think February or March. And I'd said then I wanted it. And as season card holders, we got early access from 6 PM to 8 PM. Before anyone else, so I put an order in then. Free postage, though, yeah. I know. Real big selling point, that. But it is mental, to be honest. I wouldn't necessarily order it from release date. Like, the only time I did that is I brought me and my dad the home shirts for our first Premier League season, which that was £150 because it was two lots of £75. As back then the badge was included for free. Whereas now it's an extra £6 for the Premier League badge. But the other seasons I've waited for it to go down in price, but this year's kits are the first kits since we got promoted that I really like. The other kits, they've been okay, but not to the point that I'm like, oh, really good. Whereas this kit is fucking awesome. Help the Minecraft music. This is not Minecraft music. Your top game is Mario Party. Oh, Caleb. My mod would love you, mate. My mod would love you. He loves Mario Party. What's your favourite Mario Party then? That's a big question. When you say your favourite game is Mario Party, what's your favourite Mario Party? Your game died? Your game died? I've not had a game crash before on the Switch 2. Yet. That's actually a mad stat. I've not had a single game crash on the Switch 2 yet in the first month. Which, considering the amount of hours I put on the Switch 2, is quite impressive. Can't believe we've already hit the 4-hour mark. Evelyn, mate, you're telling me. It flew by. Need to go back to the pool. That is all good, Daniel. Enjoy the last day of your holiday, my friend. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Parcel 11 AM to 3 PM delivery. Now delayed till later today. I hate when that happens. When they give you a delivery spot and they're like, oh, it's been delayed. I'm like, hey. I'll give you a hint. I own them all. I'll let you have 3 guesses. I'll tell you what, Aubrey. I'll send my mod over there and he can have a guess. Go on, Caleb. Go over to the YouTube chat.
I'm already over it.
Yeah. See what he's giving you 3 guesses. He owns all the Mario parties, and his top game is Mario Party. Joint 4th was then. Hot take, but Mario Party Star Rush the best one. See, I've not played them all. I want to own them all, but they are quite pricey, the retro ones for Mario Party. I think Jamboree is good, but it doesn't do anything truly amazing. Like, it's one of that. The thing is, at all Mario parties is you need to have the right company with Mario Party. Like, I don't see how people can play it online. But if you have the right company, then Mario Party is pretty good. Number 7 is his favourite. That was Caleb's first guess as well. Caleb put in 7, 7, 5, or 8, and 7 was the 7's favorite. Yeah, see, for me, Aubrey, I've only played. My dad collects Nintendo games, so he had Jamboree off launch. So we played it whilst in Edinburgh last year as a family. I enjoyed it. It was good. It just it didn't do anything great. It didn't like, oh wow, it didn't wow me away. And as I said, I don't see how people would play online, if I'm honest. But yeah. So yeah. But as I mentioned a few seconds ago, Mario Party always depends on who you're playing with. So I think if you've had certain Mario parties where you've played with people and you've got good memories, for me anyway, I have a better opinion of the game than if I'd played with someone who I don't necessarily have great memories with. This is a hot take, but if we're going like games, I would rather play Monopoly over Mario Party. That is probably I'd probably get maybe a bit of criticism about that, but
see why?
That is me. I mean, both have an element I'd enjoy, but a game like Monopoly, I would personally choose over something like Mario Party. Yeah, no, Forest bid for Weezer got rejected ages ago. It got rejected so long ago, Levy. And you didn't have to be a genius to work out it'd be rejected either, to be honest. You've never... I love Monopoly. Well, I've rocked Monopoly on stream, the online one before. And to be honest, smashed everyone. I think I only maybe lost once or twice. The issue why why we stopped doing it is because the game didn't get any updates and it was very buggy. It's now ironically, it has now had support given to it again and has had updates since. Just not played it since. Monopoly of the fellas in Discord. See, it's not cross-platform. That's another thing I don't like about it. I hate this map. Cannot think of a single good race I've had on it. Fucking rocket. Sixth place. I was so far behind everyone. Yeah, Crowd City is like, I'd probably say maybe the worst map. Honestly, I'd say I don't have any good memories from it. It's always been every race has always been hell. That Daisy is still like smashing it though. According to the article I've just read, apparently we sent a 20 million bid in, not 25. That's even worse. As I said, the only thing bringing down the value is the year contract, but it's not to that level. This place called Chill Bangers, as I said. Me and that player just have a totally different opinion on bangers. 20 mil, yeah, apparently. Hey, that Rosalina's doing the trend. Yeah, so many people are doing this. Like earlier on when everyone was doing it. Oh, I actually fucking love that trend, mate. That's my favourite trend 2025. It's actually not even close. I don't have any trend that I like just as much as that one. Fucking intermission, bro. This is like the longest intermission ever. Hotter than my beaver out there. Jesus, poor Riley. He'd be a very tanned carrot. He's already orange, but he's going to be even more orange. Our card now works. Pin came and enabled it. Nice. Oh yeah, you said you were going to the shops, didn't you? Pick up anything good? Or was it not really a snack type run? Kind of fancy some more blueberries, to be honest. Oh, look at Kevin. Kevin the fish. Just ate pizza, wasn't hungry. That's fair enough. We've got pizza tonight. Although I did say, like, I was asking, like, what do we fancy tonight? And I was thinking, I was like, am I even going to want to eat? You know, how, like, hot it is in the room. Right now it's bearable, but in a few hours and stuff, is it going to be one of them where I don't even feel like eating because it's that hot? So if that's the case, then I know there's a Five Guys and Nando's, a couple of other places near our showcase in Nottingham. So I might just hop into Five Guys after the film. Oh no, I'd like to have it before the film, bring it in. I'd have enough time. I might miss some of the adverts, but it's not really that big of a deal. You always eat in brackets that don't eat food. Oh dear. Just had a white Ultra Monster. Nice. Well, you've got a white Ultra Monster next to you. Nice. Yeah, the shot I went to going at the blueberries from, I had literally no energy drinks, really. I had actually a shit selection of drinks, to be honest, in general. Like, yeah, I was thinking, okay, no energy drinks, I'll just have something else, but there's nothing really I fancied. You had your basic Coke, Diet Coke. You had a random Fanta. A couple of other things, but nothing really too great. So I didn't bother. Cheeky 5 guys. Yeah, I can take 5 guys at once. Don't you question it.
Huh?
I have extra talents that you don't know about. Could be on for second here. I know you could. Well, that is wild from Kai. That is wild from Kai, that is, to say such a comment after last weekend. You're not meant to be saying what happened then. This chat is permanent sus, by the way. This chat is on a permanent sus mode.
5 guys. Kai's 3 of them.
Who's he just drinking the Cosmic Peach one? Oh, you tried to leave me. You and Bonnie collab where? Oh, for that bitch. Not literally. Not literally. Just to clarify.
Literally.
I could not think of a worse person on this earth. There has been some stinkers in terms of the human race. But she has got to be up there as one of the worst individuals in existence. She is actually disgusting. What is my phone doing, bro? Bro, I'm about to scrap my phone. Needs charging, but it's fucking having a melter down here. I'm trying to put it on low battery mode. Or battery saving mode, because I've got it off that still. My battery's so low. Yeah, for real, mate, right? You're not wrong. Well, I'm 10 points behind that Daisy. Well, that's how good that Daisy is. We're only on the 3rd race. Shit, I knew I'd cooked it. That's how I am right now, to be fair, Kai. Although I wouldn't really say the room at the moment is much hotter than it has been in previous streams, but we've not really streamed anywhere longer than we usually would. Like right now, we're just at a normal stream time. Fucking Caleb, bro, stop trying to ram me off the track, you tosser. Can I fucking shove this show where the sun don't shine? Not bad. But you didn't even try it once, you tried it multiple times as well. Fucking unnecessary that was. Dickhead.
I'm gonna have a try, you were so close.
Yeah, I always drive close to the edge anyway, that's half the problem. I push the track to its limits on drifting.
I thought I'd just try and give you a little bit of a nudge if you just roll off.
We can give you a nudge in a minute.
Not right now. Blue shell. Maybe not first.
No, I'm 4th now. I was 3rd, but I had to take the outside, so I dodged that blue shell.
I see you. I'm coming.
Alright. Fucking hell, bro. It's not a horror film, you know.
I see you.
You're a tosser.
I didn't do anything. I've got a boomerang.
I didn't do anything. I got a boomerang. That is not a good defense. That was not a good defense. That's like saying I didn't kill him, but I've got a gun. So that fucking makes that is the worst defense. Please hire a lawyer if you ever have to go to court, mate. Got a blue shell, yes. Oh, mate, how have you kept that speed? I was hoping to hit you with a blue shell, which I did, but you just carried on.
I almost died to the bomb as well.
You're a lucky man. Didn't shoot him, he walked in front of me. You're 1 point behind me, what bot? Fucking hell, this guy's on 45. This Daisy's insane. If I was ever as good as Daisy, I'd be playing some fucking Mario like comp online every day of the week. Got blue shell. Yeah, Spider, that was me who sent that blue shell, mate. Apologies. Not really had much of the snow maps. Question mark here. Wario's Galleon. I'm not even sure I'm in the mood for this map. Not me, I like it.
I don't feel like playing it.
This map's one of them, it could be a pain. But I don't think I've drove from this track to Wario yet. I don't remember this starting point. I think there's like 200 different ways you can drive on intermissions. And different ways of getting around the world. They announced that like on the opening weekend. Definitely not drove this way before. I mean, each track, you know, we have 3 different intermissions, so very easy to see how that adds up. Bollocks. Right, there's a wasp in my room. Oh dear. When I was mowing the lawn yesterday, there was loads of wasps hanging around this bush in our backyard. I was like, if one of these cunts sting me, mate. Bad scrap.
Ah.
Oh man, fuck off. Time's gonna get hit, bro.
I was just like a boomerang from ages away.
Fucking, yeah, but that got hit straight after. What's fucking some stupid show? Okay, no, it's a mad section, this. Okay, now, mate.
Oh, no, I'm just spamming the trigger.
I know, I'm just trying to get as much boost as I can. But I'm in top 3 after that, I'll take it. I went into that with like 6th to 9th, somewhere around there. This is a boost. This is a shortcut that I've barely ever done. I kept on doing it over and over and over again. Then I failed it once and lost first place. And ever since it gave PTSD to the point I don't really do it anymore. Which I don't really know why, because... I don't really know why, because I was hitting it all the time before that one fail.
Things for every time you need it, you miss the jump.
See, I remember it was Kai. Kai got the win because of it.
I don't need a coin block in 5th.
I hate getting coins in this game. I hated it in Mario Kart 8, to be fair.
I don't mind it as much because like you used to only really get it if you were in like the top 3. Now you just get it whenever.
Blue shell. Fucking that Daisy's so far ahead, bro. Just got everyone else here together, and then you've got that Daisy's like fucking years ahead, mate. Guy got me on the far call. Yeah, I think it's looking to build a nest. I used to have a wasp next to my outdoor shed, but they left. Yeah, no, we're at the start of, not this year, like the start of June, we had some trying to build a nest in our outdoor toilet. There's a little gap where the window is. A very small gap, but clearly the queen had found it. And I kept on seeing these, like, the wasp queen out on 3 days in a row, and I was like, they secretly build a nest. So I told my dad, because he's good at killing them. And lo and behold, there was like a little nest at the top. So he went and nailed it. I wasn't prepared to go and attack it, but I know he would be. You know, there's always that at a family barbecue. There's always one idiot who's there killing wasps. Who's really good at it. That's how my dad is. He'll grab a paper plate. And it would just be full of dead wasps. I know, I had no idea how he's so good at it. But he literally is some fucking pro wasp murderer. Look at this little fishy. One in our loft. Ah, that's what we found that as well, but we've never. It was not really done much. When we had our attic done up for the insulation, there was like a little nest there. God knows when it went up there. Very small, clearly didn't amount to anything because we never noticed it. In terms, never noticed any wasps at all ever. But there was a little nest that we found when redoing the insulation up there. It's now not there, and it wasn't active or anything, but the like remnants of a little one was up there. But yeah, I've heard a load of people having them in like attics and stuff. The only big one we've ever had is in that same bush. There was a couple hanging around yesterday. It was like one end of summer. There was just fucking, they just swarmed it and there was tons of them. Never came back though, so I'm hoping they don't this year. It's not too much of an issue because the bush ain't even in that bad of a spot. You wouldn't really go and sit next to it. Never gone up here before, and I've hit the fucking bridge. Well done, Brands. Cheers, Lumi. 4 years ago today. Fucking hell, that's gave me some interesting memories. I remember that night so well. It's actually a bit scary.
The coin block in 7.
Just clutch second. 4 years ago today, wow. I remember it because my miss at the time, so my ex, watched it with us around ours. I remember everything. I remember I went into the kitchen to go and get a... What was it? I was making vodka and Coke. And I missed the first goal because of it, which annoyed me. I remember I never had any full confidence, really, that we would win that. I had more confidence last year than 4 years ago. We're not at Toad's factory today, probably.
So you wouldn't. We normally have every other game.
Oh, I W-mat this, so I voted for this earlier on. I want to show my character file, I just keep forgetting until like we load into the game. Yeah, we get it, Lumi. You like Wee Toad Factory. Every time I play this map, you make it, you miss them to let us know. You were a knobhead when you watched it. Who's that then? You know a couple, to be fair. It's like Evan when he came in last weekend. What a tosser. No, it wasn't Evan. Oh, yeah, he's a proper knobhead. If I ever see that guy in real life, mate, I'd absolutely love to chin him. What was interesting is like a lot of people I've had a problem with the past now are like at an age where they've matured and it's like I don't even have a problem with them anymore. But he's still up there as just he's just a knobhead. It just is. It's just him. So it's like I've had an issue with people in the past. It's like now it's like, well, it's to a point where the issues I did have are now gone. Dodge that blue. Thanks for taking that blue for me, Daisy.
I love how we both halted right the minute we saw the blue.
Well, I was thinking shit, and then I went second. I was like, get in. As I was first when it first came on the marker. So I was like, I'm like bollocks. But then when Daisy when Daisy went ahead, I was like, here's my moment.
Because of where she overtook it, had already clocked to me that I was third.
Never met this Evan guy, but heard of him. Yeah, he's a knobhead. He's a knobhead. Well, at the weekend, he wasn't really a knobhead. He was just a bit weird. Like, I'd say very weird, actually. Well, it wasn't even a knobhead last weekend. It was just... Yeah. I'm not sure what way he swings. But... Yeah. I don't know. Just very blurred.
What am I going to do?
To summarise it, PG, he was being very zesty. And just trying to be a troll, but he was just being a very weird troll. Like, not even a good troll. He was just saying, he was just being weird. Send him my way, I'll find out for you. Right there. How was Zesty been flagged? You're not, to be fair, Riley, yeah, you're not wrong. As someone who was like, come on, Brandy first. With actually a huge lead. Mod, you can approve of auto mod, by the way, just so you know. You can make that decision for yourselves. Oh, that band, did I like mute Zesty because of like probably the Cornish community? Are no mods allowing it or not? Or?
Yeah. Car's apparently allowed it.
Oh, okay. It didn't say on my screen.
Alright, well, I've just allowed it myself now.
But no, I remember a guy in the changing rooms who would always play football with us, and he would pretend to butt fuck like 90% of people in the changing rooms. I have no idea why. Yeah, he claimed to be.
We get that as well. He used to run around with the belt.
He claimed to be the straightest guy going, but I mean, the stuff he did in the changing rooms left a lot to be questioned. More gives what is off to Spurs. Yeah. Leave me, mate. Check the Discord, bro. You are over 24 hours behind on that news. That was getting leaked yesterday morning. And I even last night, when it was like pretty much getting confirmed by actually reliable sources of mine, of the people, like if people in the group chats of Forest, I put it in the Discord. It's been known for a while. Spurs activated his release clause. So so we have to accept that, but if he accepts it, then he's gone. Right, everybody's in the game. I'm going to quickly get a drink, so bear with me and we'll start the next game. So I'm going to quickly get a drink and we'll start the next game. I'll leave you with Caleb. I'm also going to get some more bloobs.
What?
Bloobs, blueberries.
Oh.
Dickhead.
Okay.
You said what to me saying bloobs?
I didn't know what they were.
Not boobs, not boobs. I wish. I wish, but no, sadly not. Sadly not.
Sadly not. Never mind.
I don't think I'd be quickly back, to be honest.
Okay. Sorry, Brandon gets bitches. I don't. Brandon does. I will, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But I don't get bitches. How are we, guys? Other than sweltering this afternoon, how are we doing?
Because you know what, mate? I'm hosting. I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm alright. Just kind of sweating. But other than that, I'm alright. Heartfelt piece from Brandon there? Yeah. Yeah. So, Kiki's timed out at the moment, so we can say whatever we want. She can't say anything. No. Smelly bot. Yes, Lumi, I couldn't agree more. But top on. Quite she's a bot. How long is Kiki's timer? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know and I don't care. I'm not really bothered, to be honest. It's good peace and quiet. It's good peace and quiet, to be honest. I'm not really fussed. I think she's got like 2.5 hours. Yeah, something like that. I don't know how long she's got left, but it's probably not long enough. That is true, Lumi. That is true. Mate, honestly. That's pretty bad. So don't look as bad. Riley, mate, trust me, we prefer you. Don't worry. Don't you worry, we prefer you. Riley is me. I know, I prefer me, of course. Riley's just better. Right, Riley's just built different. Riley's our sexy human being that we love and adore. I've got everyone. Yeah, damn right. Yeah, damn right. You've got everyone and everything. Oh, it's so hot, man. I can't be bothered. I don't want to go to work today. I really can't be bothered. He really wound me up yesterday, and I just want to punch him in the face. So, if I go into work, I might punch him in the face. Want me to come? Yeah, actually, yeah. That might calm me down. Fellas, what's everyone's opinions on golf? Watching paint dry, to be honest. I think I'd rather watch paint dry. There's not really anything interesting that I would like to do with golf other than sit there and, well, be bored. Yeah, I'm not good at golf. I'm not good at any golf or any sport for that matter. I don't do sports. So, I don't... I'm alright at bowling, but that's about it. Not really good at anything else. Seems more active. Hello. Hello, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the follow. Brandon's currently away at the moment, so... golfers are tramps to state they leave the place and it's embarrassing. Yeah, which makes me laugh because of the way they dress up. It's like you would expect. Who would completely miss the ball with a driver in golf? I would probably end up throwing the actual stick instead of hitting the ball, to be honest. You might be alright at bowling, but I still beat you. I never said that I was better than you. I just said I was alright at bowling. I just said I was good at bowling. I never specified I was better than anybody. All I had said was I'm good at bowling. It's a club. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Same thing. Same thing. Club, stick, whacker, whatever.
What in
I
the
have
fuck have I came
100%.
back to?
Hello, we're talking about golf.
Club, stick and a whacker, is it?
I said it doesn't matter. Club, stick, whacker, whatever.
Give you a whack in a minute. There he is finally. Bro, I'm streaming 12 hours today. I'm allowed to take a moment or two.
Lewis.
Oh, mad. Right, okay. Gibbs White chat. I already made my comments yesterday in Discord. If you are only just hearing about the Gibbs White thing, you are over 24 hours behind. I thought you found a toilet. Hang on, I didn't say I was going to the toilet. I was getting a drink, which I had to wait for the kettle to boil. Getting blueberries. I did also go to the toilet afterwards. But even if I did go to the toilet, no offense, I'm allowed to take a break in between streams.
Don't be silly. Why would you be allowed to do that?
You do know in a real job, you don't class stream as a real job. They do have breaks. Forrest thinks some illegal action has been made to the illegal action. We had well, the only thing that backs that up is nobody knew about this 60 million release clause until yesterday. But as I said, I'd already made my comments yesterday. If anyone's ever got anything Forest related, unless it's literally only just turned to news, which I can assure you that Gibbs White thing is not new news to anybody. The chances are I've posted already about it in the sports channel. Same with the F1. So if anyone ever wants to hear my opinion on something, then F1. No, not F1, then sports channel. Because the likelihood is I've already commented on it. Did you wash your hands? I washed my hands twice, actually. One before I started messing around with the blueberries, and then twice after I had finished in the bathroom.
I was going to say, how bad was it?
But I'll make sure not to go for a break next time, because apparently it's a criminal offence on Twitch to take a break on streams. I'll make sure to not drink, eat, or go to the toilet throughout the rest of the stream.
I think my manager's taken over, so I can't do any of those things either.
I see this illegal action now. Well, I don't trust Sky Sports sources, so I'll wait for the reliable sources to make a comment on in terms of what that illegal action allegedly is. I can't really think what is illegal. All reports were saying is they triggered a 60 million release clause that nobody knew about until yesterday. Which means we have to accept, legally we have to accept. If the player doesn't want to go, that's okay. If Gibbs White don't want to go, then that's on him. But we legally have to accept that deal because it's called a release clause. So, I don't really see what could have been illegal if that 60 million release clause does exist. Because you can't say it's illegal for a team to approach a player. Because it's the fucking transfer window. The only other thing that seems weird is the fact we would do it, would Salalanga knowing about all of this Gibbs White stuff. So it being weird is the words I'd use. Illegal, I'm not too sure. I have just been hit 3 fucking times in a row. I was touching the person leading the race. I am now 3rd.
Peekaboo. Oh.
Tomsky, thank you for the follow, mate. How are you? Caleb.
Yeah.
You know when you get mod, there is also a command called /unmod. So you know if you're found to be abusing streamer, I just may have to trigger that. Yeah. Oh, fuck off! I get it again! Oh, mate. 5 times in total there. 4 red shells, 1 fireball. Mate. I have been abused, beaten up, whatever. Good mate yourself. I was good until that race. From Fab, Forest prepare a complaint to the Premier League for more Gibbs White named Spurs. Working on potential legal action as they believe Spurs made a legal... How can you make an illegal approach? We love a bit of a drama, chat. We're like an episode of fucking Love Island, I tell you. I wish we would have a season off. I'm a Forest fan, and I tell you, we love fucking drama. Every season. We started early this year, though. How can you illegally approach a player? I mean, I'm not in the football world in that sense. None of us are, so we don't exactly know how it goes. But essentially, how I'd imagine it goes is agents talk to clubs, which we all know is fact anyway. Agents talk to other agents. Scouts look at other things, etc., etc., etc. And what happens is Gibbs White's agent will talk to clubs and see what the score is. The said club representative talks to agent and whatever, and proposes this. Player may become interested. Then the club pursues an actual deal financially, so talk to the club itself. Put an offer in. I mean, in this case, it was really simple. There's a release clause allegedly in the contract. So you say to the club, right, we're prepared to pay the 60 million release clause, which the release clause would have only been known if the agent had told the club, which is, as far as which I can't see how that's illegal. There's no point having a release clause if you then can't make it public information. Well, public between agents and players and clubs. And then you just approach the player. I mean, you've got to approach him to be able to even offer him a contract. I can't see how it's illegal. I don't like Spurs, but I really cannot see how they've done anything illegal. The only thing illegal I could see is if that 60 million doesn't exist and they've somehow made it up. But I don't really understand how you would make it up, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful news in my ears, because I've always said he wouldn't go when it said he would, but then when that release clause came, then to be honest, it did go through my head. Although even last night in Discord, I did say if. So I don't know. I mean, if someone's got any other ideas about how it could be illegal, feel free, but I don't. Triggers release clause, well, they've done that illegally. But that's the thing is, though, the release clause just was not known until yesterday. That's the weird thing about it. Bearing in mind, so much of that deal was, and that contract was already leaked out there because we paid 27.5 million for Gibbs White, but we had up to like 45 million pound in add-ons. So there were like multiple add-ons that we could have to pay to Wolves, which we've paid quite a lot now. I think we paid in worst case 42. So yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre. We wanted to give him a new contract anyway because I think he's only got 2 years left. But everyone just thought it's because he's only got 2 years. Favorite kart is Mario Kart 7. Not for me, mate. Not for me, that. It's not bad, but not about favorite. A hot new bombshell down to the villa. Honestly, mate, that's how it feels with Forest sometimes. That's why, not last season, but the season before, when we was last fighting relegation, I couldn't wait for the season to end, and it was nothing to do with us fighting relegation, because I had watched so many bad seasons of Forest. That's pretty normal. It was just the fact I was constantly involved in drama, whether that be with a ref, with the Premier League, with Sky Sports, with Gary Neville, with whoever it was. It would just be constantly involved in drama. Thankfully, that didn't really happen last season. And last season, the last season I had the opposite. I didn't want it to end. And I can't wait for the season to come back, although that's debatable now. But yeah, honestly, like, so many fucking dramas, this club. Like, all the time. Even last season. Last season, we banned Bonnie Blue and banned Gary Neville from going on our land. Like, don't get me wrong, I can't stand Gary Neville as much as the next man, but... Oh yeah, he also basically gave Sky Sports the two-finger salute as well, because it meant they couldn't really broadcast our games with no Gary Neville on that weekend. So it just feels like we're always beefing someone. We've always got, you know what I mean? We're always fighting someone. Which, don't get me wrong, it's known as the Rebel City, and that's like our entire branding of it. From Robin Hood and then going down to the Rebel Club and all that kind of stuff. And even had tons of tifos with Rebel on. But, I mean, there's rebelling and there's just fucking straight up just being a cunt, to be fair. Although a lot of our stances I agree with, it's just like, have a day off. Sometimes, as a fan. So yeah, it does feel like an episode of Love Island sometimes. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I love it, and a lot of the time it is very valid what we say. We just say what a lot of people are thinking. But it's just how often we do it. Now, to be fair, the Bonnie Blue thing was because she was trying to have sex with minors and young people when outside the stadium. That's why she got banned. And then after she got banned, she then snuck in on the final game of the season with Chelsea. And then got kicked out. Because she's from Nottingham/Derby. But yeah, she was trying to have sex with, like, young people and allegedly underage and stuff like that, which is probably true because she doesn't really check ID. So, that's why she got banned. Gary Neville got banned because, well, he refers to our club as a cartel. And let's just say he doesn't like us very much. So he's always got something to say about us, so the owner banned him. Which, to be fair, I think most clubs, if they had the balls, would probably ban Gary Neville. And even most people in this chat probably don't like Gary Neville right now, to be honest. If anyone's likely to get banned, it's Jamie Carragher's next, because Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville get a constant chant of what a wanker at our stadiums. He's a professional footballer. He's an ex-professional footballer who does a lot of punditry. So, like, punditry is like the people on the TV who are during football games. And essentially, he made a couple of tweets and comments about us, and we even took him to court the season before. You know, the drama season I was on about. We even took him to court and won. He had to apologise to us. And then last season we banned him. So I'll take winning first by based on that I was chatting. So no, he's retired now, Ronnie. He's retired, but yeah, essentially, we and us and Gary Neville don't have the best relationship, like us as a club. I hate when people say a game is bad because it's on a handheld. That's such a shit. I've never heard anybody say a game's bad because it's on a handheld. Unless you're literally talking to Fortnite kids. I've never heard anyone say a game is bad because it's on a handheld. Considering 90% of the gaming community at the moment wants handhelds and is in love with handhelds, literally nobody is saying that. Like, Xbox literally have an entire handheld coming out. So Sony are working on one, and they even have a portal, which is essentially your PS5 on the move. Some people have used that excuse, yeah, but as I said, you're likely to speak to people who play Fortnite for a living, mate. And 90% of the gaming community right now want a handheld. Trust me, the opinion's out there. Yeah, I've just clearly said it is, but not from anybody who's relevant or someone you should take what they say seriously. Because anybody who's actually worth listening to is not saying that, to be honest. It's not just for... Okay, I'm not going to argue with you, but I can assure you, 90% of the gaming community right now, nobody is saying the words, a game is bad because it's on handheld. And anybody who is saying that you've magically found is not really worth listening to be honest. Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox would not be putting the time and effort in to make handheld consoles if most of the gaming community had an opinion like that, or even a good majority of the gaming community had that. Because it would only harm their game sales, so why would they do it? And it says that is mad deluded. Yeah, exactly. Anybody who says it is just not worth listening to at the end of the day. And I can't really ever recall seeing a tweet or a post or a blog or a video where it's like so-and-so game on a handheld is bad, or like so-and-so game because it's on a handheld is bad. I've never, even the people who were shitting on Nintendo when the Switch was coming out, or the Switch 2 was coming out, I didn't see anyone say anything along them lines. Like, nobody was like, oh, Cyberpunk's gonna be bad because it's on a handheld, or no, literally nobody was saying anything like that. Yeah, exactly, Riley, exactly. Like, handheld gaming right now is the future, to be honest. Everybody, as I said, 9% of the gaming community want it. So, the idea that even any number of people saying that games are bad because they're on a handheld, if that was true, then companies wouldn't invest tons of money in trying to develop it. Hello, Tim, mate. How are you? W first again. Like, for me personally, I love the idea of gaming on the move. Like with the portal, like when I was in Edinburgh, when I had a free moment, I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That was brilliant on the move. And playing the Switch wherever I want has always been a pleasure. And the same with the 3DS and the DS and the Game Boy. Good, how are you? I'm doing good, thanks, mate. How? Oh, you really? I've already asked how you are. Sorry, mate. I'm doing good. So yeah, no, gaming handheld it's the future, mate, for sure. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll overtake consoles. I'm not too sure about that, but I don't think it's far-fetched for you to say that. I think it's definitely got some backing. If I wasn't given a PS5, I'd probably get a Switch to play Animal Crossing at some field. Mate, to be fair, you sound like Kiki now. I own Animal Crossing, but I've not really put too many hours into it. To be fair, Kiki's literally said the same thing, Animal Crossing on a handheld. But no, the Switch is an awesome console. I mean, the Switch 1 you can get for really good pricing at the moment. Because everyone's pretty much trying to sell their Switch to get the Switch 2. You can get a Switch 1 for a really, really good pricing. From anywhere, really. Yes, it's second hand, but you're not going to get a brand new Switch, to be honest. You'll be maybe on Amazon or something. But it'll be few and far between. Because obviously the Switch 2's out now. More likely to get like an OLED Switch, maybe. Brand new. Games that can relate to Minecraft fishing. Sound like a bit of a guy who might enjoy Stardew Valley then. I've never played it myself. Everyone that ever mentions it seems to be obsessed with it though. Stardew Valley is one of them. You've either never played it or you've put a stupid amount of hours into it. That's what I've discovered in life. So I've never played it, Riley. I don't really know. Stardew is cool, but CBA to play it alone. I thought it was a single player. That's news to me that it isn't. I like idle, grindy games like that. Yeah, I would probably say Animal Crossing is definitely Street then, because I've put 5 hours on Animal Crossing, and I feel like I've barely even touched the game, to be honest. Like, it feels like I need to play maybe another 10, 15 hours to be really in the game. And that's not even me over-exaggerating. And even then, I've probably gonna, even if I got to that point, probably not discovered even nowhere near most of the game, to be honest. Stardew is the console version of Animal Crossing. You can get it on Switch as well, ironically, though.
That'll be hard. We'll probably get started with that.
Funny thing about Minecraft fishing, I actually used to like fishing in that game until they changed it. OG fishing, like way back in the day, used to be really good. On some of the first console updates, it was probably the best. For me, development went backwards in the fishing mechanic. In terms of realism, it went up, but it went forward. But in terms of mechanically, I reckon it went backwards personally. Who said it's the console version of Animal Crossing? Riley did. Riley said it was the console version of Animal Crossing. Oh my god, complete genre swap, but Diablo 4 sex scare, guys, mate. Yeah, did you get it on monthly games? Everything this month on PlayStation has been spectacular. I know it's the 15th anniversary, so they needed it, but yeah, they dropped some absolute bangers this month, to be honest. PlayStation did. Fair play to them. Like, having Diablo 4 and Cyberpunk in the same month is insane. Like, that's huge. Like, that's 2 massive games that if you are interested in gaming, that's going to be some bang games. Oh, my controller on low battery. None of that matters because we know they last an extra hour and a half. But to be fair, I might switch to MC. I said we'd do Mario Kart, MC, and Cyberpunk. So it's now 2 o'clock. We've done how many hours of Mario Kart? 5? 5 hours? So yeah, I think we'll do some MC. Because of my card, I had to buy PS Plus on a different account because I had money already on that account. So it's on my main instead of the account I'd usually have it on. Bit annoyed, but happy I got it, yeah. Oh, no, fell off the edge. That's how me and Dad do PlayStation Plus, that is. He used to have it on his account, and we would always do it 50-50. So the only thing that annoyed me about that is, obviously, I technically have the monthly games on my account, and also I won't have access to any of the packs. But now I pay for it outright, so I have it on my account, and he just shares it from me. So it still gives him access to all the games, but they're on my account, and I also still get access to all the packs and stuff. 5 hours is correct. 5 hours is so easy on stream. Anything like sub 6 hours is easy to stream. For me personally. What is game sharing? It's essentially that. So you basically make it so your home console is the person you're sharing with. So my home console, quote unquote, is my dad's, and his home console is mine. And we both have our accounts on the PS5s. Then essentially every game I own, he can play, and every game he owns, I can play. And any monthly games or catalog games, he can also play, etc. So it's good. You can do it with anybody. You don't have to live with the individual. You just have to trust whoever it is with your account details, because they've got to add your PlayStation account to their account. And obviously you can share PS Plus. So essentially, if you had a really close friend and you weren't worried about like ever not being friends, then you could both split the cost of like online membership, and you both could share games with each other, and say it'll like split game costs or whatever, and then you would never have to pay anything at full costs. Because if you really organised it with someone you were close to, you both could just go 50-50 on everything. And you both would have it. But as I've said, I made a comment there about if you know you're going to still be friends. Because if you ever not friends, then games and PlayStation Plus would always be linked to one of the accounts. So if you went to 50-50 on, let's say you brought the new Forza game. Let's say I was sharing with Caleb and we put it on Caleb's account, but we both did 50-50 on it financially. And let's say me and Caleb were never friends again. Then he's going to have Forza on his account and I can never play it if we didn't do the sharing. So it more requires you to actually be close with the person you do it and have a, you know, realistic idea. Are you both going to be friends and stuff? That's why sometimes it's better to do it with family. Mate, the large pot pie you have to cut is well good. Yes, mate. Mate, they're so much better. The party pot pies, the little small ones, they're decent. But a proper pot pie cannot be beaten, especially if it's from a butcher. Right, chat, we're going to switch to MC now.